Well, the crisis in Ukraine is hitting the eastern region that has traditionally had close ties with Russia. Russian businesses appear to be delaying investment until the instability is over. Jackie Rowland reports from the eastern city of Kramatorsk.
The revolution has brought bad news for this industrial plant in the eastern town of Kramatorsk. A Russian customer has delayed signing a big contract for machine tools until it becomes clear which way Ukraine is heading. Under its new boss, the factory is diversifying into wind turbines, but it still relies on Russia for more than 60% of its business.
Europe market is completely different. Our business not well prepared to Europe market. Our production not competitive in Europe market.
In the regional capital, a new governor has just been appointed. The economy is one of his most urgent priorities.
Many people in the Donetsk region are having big problems because of trouble in the banking sector. Many banks are on the brink of collapse. Many cash machines are empty. On top of that, we need to tackle corruption.
Like many towns in eastern Ukraine, Kramatorsk still honors its Soviet past. Many people feel nostalgic for the certainties of the old days. This whole region is heavily dependent on Russia for trade and for jobs, so maintaining good relations is crucial, regardless of people's political opinions or how they see their national identity. But some people from this region supported the revolution and paid the heaviest price. Ivan Pantelyev left his home for Kiev to join the protests on Independence Square. He was killed by sniper fire on February the 20th.
Now I'm not thinking about anything. I would like to see comfort. I would like to see peace.
The national poet of Ukraine, Taras Shevchenko, looks down on the main square in Kramatorsk. At the foot of the statue, flowers laid in honor of Ivan Pantelyev. In this pro-Russian city, there are those who cherish the symbols of Ukrainian independence. Jackie Rowland, Al Jazeera, Kramatorsk.
Let's discuss Ukraine and Russia and bring in Peter Zalmayev. Peter is the director of the Eurasia Democracy Initiative. That's an organization focused on strengthening ties between post-Soviet countries on the West. He's joining us live from New York, Peter. So I'm sure you've heard the talk of sanctions on behalf of some NATO countries in the European Union when it comes to Russia. But the United States itself has announced visa bans on targeted Russians and Ukrainians. The President Obama also authorizing freezing assets of some officials involved in what's happening in Crimea. So why is the U.S. taking a harder position than the European countries?
Well, you have to understand that President Obama has been facing calls from members of both parties, his party, Democrat Party and Republicans, who have been criticizing Obama for a wishy-washy stance with regard to Syria before and now with regard to Ukraine. No doubt they're wishing to score political points against President Obama, but he is under a lot of pressure to show a strong hand against Russia, which is something that Europeans are not facing.
So what you're saying is that Obama is making such statements just because he's bowing down to pressure, domestic policy pressure in the United States?
I lost sound.
What you're saying then is Obama is bowing down to domestic pressure.
Hello.
All right. I'm afraid we've lost our guest from New York, but we'll try and bring him back a little later on in the program. Well, amid the crisis over Ukraine, the Winter Paralympic Games is kicking off in the Black Sea resort of Sochi. For more on that, we'll cross to Miriam.